So what was the turning point? What made...
See, the biggest, there's so much that the turning points that I should have turned for, the likes of my kids and all, but see when you're in that drug cycle, your head's so far with drugs, all you want is drugs, but it came to light to me when my sister says to me, do you know that my mummy's taking heart tablets because of what you're doing to her? That really hit home for me. As soon as I heard that there, I knew that I had to do something.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people can relate to that. Like.
It's not good. I don't know how I'm still in the flat. Like, I'm just very lucky enough that when I got out, I still had the flat. My mother, when I got out, she surprised me with changing my whole flat up, which I'm very grateful to have a family like that there, because there's people out there that haven't got a family and haven't got no one to talk to.
Welcome to Rewired for Freedom. I'm Liam Keeley, and this isn't some polished recovery podcast. This is real talk about breaking free from addiction, rewiring the mind, and getting your life back on your own terms. No scripts, no pretending, just straight conversations with people who've been through the madness, faced their demons, and found freedom on the other side. If you're done playing small, done being controlled by the beast, and ready to start thinking for yourself, you're in the right place. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Rewired for Freedom. On this podcast, we're going to be speaking about addiction, the struggles that come with it, and how to break free. And today, we'll have Dean Travers on to share his story. So Dean, you're here to share your story.
Yeah, very excited to share my story because I am 8 months, just over 8 months now, and I feel extremely clear-headed, positive, motivated, everything that I've ever wanted in life and more, to be honest with you. I never thought this time last year that I'd be sitting here today on my second podcast, and this podcast I really would couldn't have came at a better time, because this is going to help so many people with the rewiring of freedom. See out there, I just connected to me as soon as I seen you on. So I'm really glad that I met you, and really glad I'm doing this.
Brilliant, Dean, brilliant. I can't wait to hear your story from free recovery.
Right, so my recovery would have been, it's an awful lot, but listen, as I say, so I want to put it out there for people. My addiction would have been, it started off with highs, blow, whatever you want to call it. And I'm 34 now. My addiction started when I was 14, so that was 20 years ago. I had 20 years of addiction.
Something similar to mine.
Yeah, so it was only last year in September that I reached out the addictions. For the full 20 years, my parents were trying to get me into addictions, but...
So what was the turning point? What made you...
See, the biggest... There's so much that the turning points that I should have turned for, with the likes of my kids and all, but see when you're in that drug cycle, and your head's so far with drugs, all you want is drugs, but it came to light to me when my sister says to me, Dean, do you know that my mummy's taking heart tablets because of what you're doing to her? And that really hit home for me. So as soon as I heard that there, I knew that I had to do something. But also I wasn't enjoying the drugs anymore. It was people pleasing, and it was letting things happen that I shouldn't have. I was letting people use my home. I was letting people use me. But I would never turn around and say it was anyone else's fault. I choose to do these things myself. I own these things now.
So was it people just running into your gaff? Like,
yes, I was
like using you for like a wee den.
Yes, I would have called it. Everyone would have called it the crack den, or else partying. It was just like the doors open.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people can relate to that. Like.
Yeah, and it's not good. I don't know how I'm still in the flat. Like, I'm just very lucky enough that when I got out, I still had the flat out of rehab. My mother, when I got out, she surprised me with changing my whole flat up, which I'm very grateful to have a family like that there, because there's people out there that haven't got a family and haven't got no one to talk to, and that's what I'm trying to be on here today to help as well with. Listen, there's always someone out there to talk to about anything. If you haven't got family, it's like me and you've just only started regularly talking, and this is where it's led to.
Yeah.
So anyone can just talk to people. It's just about reaching out. That's all you have to do to people for
Exactly,
people
and
to get
I
help.
mean, you sitting here were an example of if we can do it, like anybody else can do it. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Listen, everyone, see if you think that you're stuck in that cycle for life, that's the way I was. I was in parties turning around telling people that, right, that's me. I'm an addict for life. I'm an alcoholic for
Same
life.
here, I know.
I'm going to be sniffing coke for the rest of my life. I'm going to be smoking it and all this here, carry on. But when you do hit rock bottom, and really, the worst thing that was going to happen to me, it was my parents turned around and says to me, Dean, if you keep this up, that listen, we're just going to walk away from you, and then you're going to be left to your own devices here.
So here, it says about rock bottom, or do you think everybody's rock bottom can be different? Do you know what I mean? Because when you think about people on the streets down Belfast, then them shop doors, like, I mean, where's their rock bottom end, if you know what I mean?
Yes, I
Do you
understand.
know, ours, all rock bottoms are different, aren't they? when
Yes,
you think about it?
definitely. But see, with other people, I think that they're rock bottom, they're on the streets, but there is still hope out there. But I believe that there's people in this country that should be helping those people that are on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Those people the people on the streets do have families. Maybe that they've did something on their family that they can't go back to. But I still believe that this country there still should be more help for the people on the streets. I just don't believe they should be left there just because they're drug addicts.
Exactly.
There's always a reason behind why everyone's doing everything, you know. It's not fair just to be... Because I walk through the town daily, and it's not nice to see, especially when there's people out there with the money, and they could use it to their advantage.
Exactly.
But
Exactly. Like,
it's good. It's alright for us sitting and talking about it, but there needs to be things put in action for these kind of people. The rehab I was in at Carlisle House, I see the bedroom where I was sit. I looked out and I was
an
waking.
off license.
There's an off license.
Ah.
It's not just that there. I was waking up, opening my curtains, and I seen a fella he was pinning heroin. He put wrapping a belt around.
Outside the building.
Outside the rehab. I'm not... See the rehab, though. See the both rehabs I went to. It was Antrim 1, Hollywell, Carrick 1 I was in, and then down to Carlisle House. I see both of them rehabs. I cannot say one bad thing about them. See the staff and both of them, they're absolutely amazing. Their programs you have to work with and everything you learn in them. I wouldn't be sitting here today without all that knowledge.
Seriously, was that a big stepping stone, do you think?
Big stepping
in your
stone for
recovery?
me. See, before I went in the rehab, I was a thing in my head about... It's funny, like, about... What do they call that there? One flew over the cuckoo nest. I sure still say this all the time.
Yeah.
I had that. That's what held me back from rehab an awful lot of the time. That...
Oh, you thought it was going to be like it?
Oh, I thought that,
but
listen,
it's not,
I'm
it's
going to be
completely
getting...
different.
I'm getting in here, they're going to fill me full of tablets. They're going to think I'm a nutcase, I'm not walking
But
out of
that's
the
good
place.
for anybody listening. Like, I mean, gives
Yep.
them a wee bit of...
Gives you a bit of hope.
wee bit of clarity on it. Like.
See, before I went to rehab, everyone was telling me all the negatives about rehab. It doesn't work. And if you do go, there's people in there that still have the drugs and all.
See, I see you're saying it. I would have thought it was like that because I never done rehab. Like,
Well,
but I would have thought before you says that, I would have thought, you know, it's just what you were saying. Like one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
that's what I thought it was. And then seeing I got into that place and I seen how well it worked. It was astonishing because, see, to be honest with you, I thought I was going in there and I was going to still get withdrawals coming off the drugs that I was taking.
Aye.
But see, because they were weaning me off them slowly.
Oh, that's good. You had like a medical detox.
Yeah, a medical detox. It was proper. I didn't have any withdrawals and I was very
Fuck,
shocked.
did you not go through the withdrawal?
I might have just... my stomach and all, I wasn't being sick or anything. I might have had a few sleepless nights, but listen, I would take a few sleepless nights over being sick and stuck to the toilet for anything. But see, to be honest with you, absolutely brilliant. I got weaned off. What was it? It was pregabalin. They weaned me off. I don't know what sort of way that they detox you off the crack, but
I don't think there's one for the crack, is there? I think
No.
it'd be like for pharmaceuticals and alcohol because they're cocaine psychological.
Yeah,
And
so
the opioids and fucking
Yeah,
the
so
other things are physical.
physical.
So you need to be weaned off them as well, don't you?
Yeah,
Like, for your body.
Yeah, so whenever I was getting weaned off the pregabalin, they would have had me on they had the diazepam too, because I was getting the type of coming off the pregabalin, and then they were slowly weaning me down off the diazepam. But seeing all and honest, I just thought the detox centre was great. See the people in it. I majority had a great time. I thought I was in. It felt like one flew over the cuckoo nest, because it was funny as fuck. We're all addicts. We're all addicts at one time. We're all trying to get help. We're all in there having a buck off a laugh. And then the people that I was in Carrick One Holy Well with, a few of them were down to Carlisle House, so I was going down to the Great Unknown, but there were still people down there that I knew. But before I left, I had a using dream. The night before I went down to Carlisle House, I had a using dream.
Yeah.
That it must have been because it was going through my head that I'm going to our rehab. What am I going down to? Basically, it was a girl weighing out bits of crack. I asked her for a 0.4. I'm running about the stream looking for the pipe. And then there's vending machines full of tablets, and you can buy tablets from. I woke up soaking to the bed, so I ended up having to go out the smoking area of the rehab. It's just a smoking area. You can't go out, you can't get out a run or anywhere. So, and I went out, and people were saying to me, like, if you see a wee rabbit, it's someone close to you. It's trying. Listen, they're trying to tell you to keep going.
Yeah.
So once I had that there, I woke up afraid. Was I using? What's going on here?
Yeah, I had plenty.
My head was all over the place. Stuck to the bed with sweat, and I went up and out and had a smoke. And I was finding it difficult. So I turned around, and I was looking about for the wee rabbit, and I says out loud, I mentioned my aunt's name. This is no longer here. I says, Helen, if you're here, just show me a wee sign. And the next minute I was looking around the place. I couldn't see it beforehand. And then the next minute, the wee robin just popped up on the roof. And the goosebumps I got, the smell that popped in my face. And that pushed me through.
It was like a fucking turning point as well.
It was a wake-up call. And then when I got down to the other rehab, it happened again. I was walking over to the gym one morning at 7 o'clock in the morning. And it was really nothing wrong with me this time. I was feeling good. I was going to the gym. And I'm on my way home, walking over to the gym. The wee robin started whistling, so it did, and I was just...
goosebumps
yes,
again.
and then it was just smiling, and it's a mad experience, and it's just one thing I'll never forget.
See what you said about, so yours wasn't just crack cocaine, wasn't it? You had a list of stuff.
I started off with hash, blow, whatever you want to call it, cannabis, cocaine, ecstasy, ketamine, pregabalin, diazepam, Xanax, MD. I would have took all these sort of drugs, but my main drug that I ended up stuck to, and I don't know how. Well, I do know how, but I don't really want to get into that. I choose, and see when I see what the drugs I've took, I'm not pointing the fingers at anybody. It was me that took those. It was me at the end of the day that took those. No one forced it upon me. It was a crack cocaine that had me by
the balls.
By the balls, literally. And listen, see, the crack cocaine, I highly advise people this day and age that it's so much around Belfast now that it is unreal.
It's crazy.
But
not even Belfast, fucking everywhere.
I'm 34 now, and I would say back at 24, 10 years ago, that's when I started taking it. See, when I started taking it back in, I can't remember no one really smoking it. I'm not saying I was the only one.
Well, I see 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't hear many people smoking it.
No, well, no. I didn't know much people smoking it myself. I just knew the people that I was smoking it with, and probably a couple of others. But then, after a year or two smoking it, I seen, because I was going into people's flats, they were watching how things were happening. So I think once our people started to see how the coke was getting
spreads.
Yes, people were starting to try to do it themselves, and then the next minute, I says, see the way the COVID pandemic hit, I called it the crack pandemic. That's what I was calling it about at least 5 years ago. I was saying there's going to be a crack pandemic here, and that's just literally happening now. There's a crack pandemic.
That is crazy, because see, since I've started this Rewired for Freedom, like the amount of people has been reaching out.
Yeah.
And most of them is smoking.
Yep.
Crack, like.
Yes, and there's a lot of people out there now that, I'm not going to say any names obviously, but there's a lot of people out there saying that they're sniffing coke, but see, realistically they're hiding that they're that they're smoking it. There's people. There's very rarely. There's very rare. There's more people smoking it than they are sniffing
the
it.
sniffers have been out of fashion.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. And the reason I think I believe that there is people will be telling themselves that smoking crack is cleaner than sniffing it when it really isn't. That's what I would have run and told. I'd have told people that there when I only started smoking it. And I said, "Why are you smoking that there?" And I said, "Because it's cleaner. I'm washing all the bad stuff out of it. But realistically, see, coming off it, it's not."
So, see, when you smoke crack, like, many days would you stay up for? I know, I mean, I was sniffing coke, you could stay 3, 4, but as you were saying earlier on, remember we had a
I
conversation?
was up for.
But you said you keep tasting it and tasting it and tasting it. Does it just not stop, like?
It doesn't stop. You would do anything to get it. Listen, I ended up having to, before I went to rehab, I was getting that bad, and because I knew I was going to rehab, I was doing anything. I was like trying to rob drug dealers and all. So that's how far it went for me. I wouldn't have had to steal money on my parents or anything. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't dishonor myself with that there, because my family's did everything with me whole way through my addiction and the whole way through recovery. So, and absolutely, my chats going from my mum, my dad, my sister, my grannies, to absolutely everyone in my family that's really, really helped me through and stuck by me. So no matter what, I would never try and steal money. I would, if it came to it, I'd asked them quicker. And the reason though what I gave me it was because of the manipulation of what I had to put them through. I would have self-harmed, I would have let on I was going to do something to myself, and this is how I would have got myself money for it.
Exactly, I can relate to that, because when you're in active addiction, it turns you into... It's very sneaky, you know. You fucking do a lot of gaslighting and a lot of fucking...
you're just doing anything for money, and you're just poor
or to
me.
cover your tracks.
Yes,
you're trying to cover your tracks.
It's a poor me thing, and when really, listen, you're not looking at the bigger picture. The thing that I said at the start there about my mum having to take heart tablets, see, if I hadn't heard that there, I don't know. Maybe would I be sitting here today? Maybe would I have just kept going? I don't really know, but I'm just grateful enough to be sitting here clean, or just motivated, and just actually know what I'm talking about. Because see, before I went into rehab, no one, it's alright for me sitting here. See, I can say sitting here now, and I know my father wouldn't mind me saying this here because it's the truth. I don't think anyone had a lot of... He thought I was too far gone. Really?
Why was your thoughts were all messed up, you mean?
No, it was just because he thought I was just too far gone with the drugs, that it was uncontrollable for me to get myself out of it. He didn't think that I wanted it, because of the much times that I've been offered help, and the next minute I'm away on the drugs again.
But they see yourself. I didn't think I was gonna fucking be able to fucking...
Yes.
You know yourself. You don't think you're never going to get out of it. Like,
You don't at that minute when you're in that there cycle. You definitely don't. But it's you do need to go and get yourself help, and whatever it is. See, if you think that you're ever stuck happy, you're really not.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, there's going to be a lot of people that know me from Belfast, North Belfast, all over Belfast, I would say, and they knew my lifestyle, and they knew me as a person. And I wasn't a great person to be around. Maybe back then I thought I was a people pleaser. I was a joker. I did what people asked, just for the bit. Oh, just to get lit, just to have a bit of crack with people. But it wasn't even crack. I was making a dick out of myself.
exactly.
I thought I was having a laugh. People were laughing at me. But see, now that I can see out there, I do not have to be around those kind of people. Ever since I've got help, I've come out of this, and I've looked at life a whole lot different. People don't even understand, and people's asking me, do you not think about drugs? Like, I've had nights out now. Dean, how can you have a drink? How can you not have a drink without taking drugs? Or having a drink, how can you do this, how can you do that? And
Are you off the drink as well then?
Oh, I'm off everything.
Class.
It's a life choice. If you want to do that, that's up to you. See me, I do not need that to enjoy myself. I enjoy what I do. It's just, there's so much out there in the world now that really see drugs. I don't even think it's a good thing anymore. I see more people want recovery
Yes.
than want drugs now.
Yeah, it's like it's definitely new cool, and everybody wants to do it.
It is, and it's everywhere you look, and there's a lot of people reaching out. But see, with me, there's only so much that I can do. This man here taking this podcast name. See, if you've come to Rewired to Freedom, you will get the help that you need, and you will break free from whatever you're taking.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. So look at me and you sitting here. You've what, 9 months under your belt? It's 4 years for me this month.
Well,
So
I'm just over 8 months, but see me, I've this time last year, I would have says nothing's possible. And see now, I just have, anything I have in my head, and I think I want to do, I can do it.
Oh,
so
exactly.
I say anything is
Do
possible.
you know what it is? Because me
It's-
and you've been to hell. So addiction's like hell.
Yeah.
And see, when you come out the other end, you've like a rocket up your arse. And
Yeah.
you just want to... anything's
Aye,
possible.
yes,
Anything.
yes.
So look, we're sitting here now, you know, fucking
I-
fresh, and probably fresher than fucking most people.
Exactly, but
Do you know
Paul,
what I mean?
you look, I didn't even know until I started talking to you about you doing the mountains. I love doing the mountains. I just did cold water therapy during the week. It was the coldest water I've been in, so I've did it. But there's an awful lot. I just want to learn an awful lot more about myself. See, to be honest with you, within the 8 months that I've been clean, I've done an awful lot, which is a big achievement of me.
You've probably done more than you did in the last 10 years.
Exactly. I've just started my theory test. I want to get my driving done. So, because once I pass my driving test, I want to be all round Ireland.
So your life's only beginning now,
Yeah,
isn't it?
100%.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's a whole 180, and I can't be thankful enough for the people that surround me now, that they're all positive, that don't try and encourage me to take. See, in nights out, when I do go on nights out, but these people, not one of them were trying and encourage me to take anything. They're more like, Dean, what soft drink do you want? And it's beforehand, when I was an addict and I would have been trying to come off drugs, there would have been people ringing me, Dean, come on, do you want to go and get this? Do you want to go get that? But I know when really you're trying to get out of that cycle. But
Yeah, I have people around that, like around me too. You know, just one fucking. They know now that you're serious. Well, obviously it's 4 years down the line. Like,
oh, I know, see
they
it.
just know you don't drink. You don't fucking. Even through all that, how did you stop? If you know what I mean.
I was just getting to the point that I knew that I was being used, and I knew that I didn't like what I was doing. I wasn't getting the same high as I used to. I wasn't enjoying
Well,
it.
it's not enjoyable near the end, isn't it?
See, especially when I was taking the pregabalin and smoking the crack. Listen, I was like, I don't know if it was a mini heart attack or seizures. I was jittering like fuck, and then the next minute, people would have been coming into my house, and then I was scaring the life out of them. They were going, Dean, you need to go to hospital. You need to go to hospital.
Well,
But
you getting the jitters, no way.
I'd have been sitting like that there, jerking like fuck, and then and couldn't been able to talk.
Your brain was getting like a spasm.
Oh yes, and see, as mad as it sounds, I was turning around and I was using this to my advantage, and I was going, see if I don't get this here ahead, and and the stuff's shit. So it's just the insanity of
That's
it.
like taking the coke and going, see if I don't go
Aye.
like a freak.
If I don't
I'm not getting high.
if I don't have a seizure or something, then the drugs are shit.
But here, the old coke, fuck me, it's really. I don't even believe it's coke in this country anymore.
I don't.
It turns you into a freak.
It's when I was smoking a crack, it's mad to say, but see when you were smoking it, it was like smoking a Viagra. It just turned you into a completely different person.
You mean like
You smoked it and you're just
straight on the porn?
no, you were just you were just fucking hunting acting. You were just like.
That's
was
weird.
mad,
That's weird, isn't it?
It is weird, and there's a lot of people out there that will identify with
Oh,
that.
sure. Anybody that says this doesn't happen. I mean, you get the coke in, you're straight on the phone looking at the porn.
Exactly.
I mean-
There's something in it that makes you fucking.
Or peeking out the blinds, or running about the house sweating, looking out this window, looking out that window.
See with me, my mother had got me a picky blinder.
Peaky Blinder.
A Peaky Blinder, but it was nothing to do. It was because I liked that show. But see me, I wasn't really a Peaky Blinder. See people got paranoid and all. It
It didn't happen to you?
no, I was
hell.
too busy fucking running about acting an idiot, just trying to
Were
have,
you?
I have
No,
trying to
but
have
what
it
about
off.
when you went to bed at night?
See, I went to bed
Were you
at
not
night.
paranoid?
No, I don't like it was toss and turn.
No, see, I used to lie and think it was someone outside the bedroom door, no?
No,
And then bounce up and all.
Cause see if I had that mindset like if someone came there, and I still sort of do have that mindset of like if someone's coming looking at me and listen, if you're coming looking at me, come and get me. Cause it's not like I'm gonna stop here. I'll be doing something to you. You know what I mean?
Although when I used to lie in bed, stiff, going there outside the door, outside the door.
I know, but it's see with me. When me growing up, there's been stuff like death threats and all, but nothing has ever been followed through from it, luckily enough. But I'm just glad that I don't live that life anymore, and I don't do the stuff that it did. But it's not a way to live, and I just don't believe it's anyone else. It's alright. I looked up towards the money, the drugs, the lifestyle, the cars. I thought that was all great from because I lived.
Yeah, but it's
because I lived. I was brought up in Ardoyne, and Ardoyne's a big place for crack cocaine at the minute. But it was also from a young age. It was always with crime, drugs, madness, all put into one.
Yeah.
And it's like I grew up with a good lot of friends that didn't take any drugs, and this is why.
And they still don't.
And they still don't. One's turned out to be a footballer, one's a teacher, and they've all turned out to be fucking absolutely class people. And it's mad to see. And see, to be honest with you, this is another thing that there's a couple of them old friends that they when they were young and we all run about together that they had lost parents and all, and they still didn't turn to drugs, which is an inspiration, to be honest with you, because I'm sitting saying to myself, why, if them lads can put themselves through life without having to do what I did is extraordinary. But I choose to follow everyone that took drugs. It's I just don't understand it, really.
Exactly, but do you know what you have to think about as well? So it doesn't matter what area you came from or whatever, because anybody can be a drug addict, like.
Yeah.
Anybody can have doctors, solicitors, film stars.
Yeah, and
do you know what I mean?
Yes, it's absolutely everyone at this minute in time. It's see every one of them that you mentioned. There's drug addicts regardless. If you're a doctor, a nurse,
you're a millionaire, you're fucking.
Yes,
it does not matter.
It doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or you're having a pat to piss in. You can be a drug addict.
But do you know what I believe as well? I think like 70, maybe 60, 70, maybe 80% of the people have addictions.
Yeah.
But why does everybody hide them when it's the new normal?
Yeah.
Do you know, being you sitting here speaking now, just casually talking about our cocaine addiction?
Yeah.
I think everybody should do that, because see, when you hide your addiction, when you hide it, whether it's fucking drinking every night, taking coke or whatever, you're giving it power.
Yes, you're
actually giving it power.
It's letting it take control of your whole life. It's not just taking over. It's taking over your mind, your land, yourself, your land, to other people. It's just not good for you at all. But I don't see with me. That was one thing about me. I never lied. Why? I never hid it. And I was a bit too honest about my drug addiction. But it's my parents. It's sad even for me to say is that I had to tell them, could you give me money for X, Y, and Z, the drugs I was taking, because they didn't want me to take the drugs, but they knew if they didn't give me, or if they couldn't help me out with the drugs, what would have been through their head.
Crime would have followed or something.
Crime. I always say is here that my father says to me, Dean, drink's a big part of you, but I always says drink was never mine, but every time I had a drink, I always ended up Musgrave.
Oh, so, yeah, don't even start. I was exact crime, fucking hell. See, when I got the drink in me, I'd say I was Jekyll and Hyde, like a completely different person.
That's it. I took a drink and I went haywire, but see, when
it's legal too.
Exactly, it's illegal. It's sold across the counters. It
kills more people than any other drug, like.
It's matter. They should be able to sell fucking all these drugs over the counter, and if that's the case, because
Exactly.
I think drink is the gateway to absolutely everything.
Oh, definitely. Fucking
And
definitely.
how it's allowed to be sold over the counter is absolutely mental. But sitting here talking about it now, listen, something needs to be done about it because it's being advertised, it's being sold over counters. Kids are able to get it. It's just madness. I just don't know why it's. Listen, the world's just a fucked up place, and with absolutely everything at the minute.
It's all about design, like.
Exactly.
But we're not
It's
getting
all
into that
about
today,
control.
like.
Not today. That's for another
That's
time.
for another time, yeah.
Everything's about control, and that's what it's all down
Yep,
to.
weakness, like.
That's why. See, yes, Rewired for Freedom. You'll learn an awful lot coming in here. It's just not. It's. You'll need to get talking to Liam about that. I tell you what, he just told me something today about caffeine, and I swear to God, I'll not be drinking caffeine no more.
Well, if you can
Decaf tea.
if you can stop crack, you can stop caffeine.
Oh,
Like.
listen, that's how easy it is.
Yeah, fucking anything.
Yep.
Easy. Too much to put your mind in, like.
That's
you can do
it.
it, like.
It's straight to it. Anything is possible, as I keep saying, but no, it's just
So how's your life now? Free from addiction.
my life now. And my life is I can't even put it into words because, well, I can't. I'm working towards to get my kids back. I have 4 kids.
I'm sure that was tough, was it?
It was tough, but see, when I was using, obviously you'd be awful selfish and you don't think you absolutely anybody. But see now, all I'm working for is striving for to be a better person for myself, a better parent, and a better son, and a better brother, and just a better person individually.
Class.
But-
I think I bet your family's really fucking.
No, my family
They've
is
seen a big change in it, like.
they've seen a big change in me, and my father keeps asking because he's obviously they're going to be worried. Says, Dean, do you ever think about drugs? And I just keep telling him, no, drugs don't enter my mind no more. I can go to these events and all, and people can be doing drinking, sniffing around me, and it just doesn't bother me. And he says, well, Dean, see, to be honest with you, I'm gonna say you're one of the lucky ones because some people just haven't got that in them, can't be around these sort of people. But see, with me, I've chose right now not to live that way, and I will certainly not be going back to it.
Dean, I believe anybody can do it.
Yes,
Do you? I
100,000,000%. It's just, see, once you start to see that, you just start to clear out all the clutter that's up in your head that you're stuck up there, and when you start to get yourself off it, seeing you come off it a week or two, your head starts to get clear, and you'll start to see it for yourself that it is possible.
It's amazing.
It's unbelievable, but it is possible for anybody. But you have to. It may not be easy at the start, but it will start to get easier. And it's only
You
it's
have
only,
to want it. You do have to want it.
You
Like.
have to want it, and you have to. Yeah, you can't be saying you're going to do it for X, Y, and Z. You have to do it for yourself.
See, to be honest, you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it for your kids.
No, exactly.
You wouldn't do it for family.
No.
You know,
It doesn't.
I wouldn't do it. It sounds selfish, but I couldn't do it for anybody else but myself.
I wouldn't see. I would say that anyone else that's gonna try and help themselves, don't be saying that you're gonna. I'm gonna do it for my kids. You have to do it for yourself, because I believe. Well, this is only what I believe. I believe if you're gonna set out to try and do something for your kids and all, that it doesn't really work. See, if you want to do it yourself, it's all about yourself, because it's only yourself that you have the control over.
Because I had people reaching out to me wanting to sign their family members up to the program.
Yeah.
You know, maybe their son or wives wanting to sign their husbands
Yes.
up, or husbands wanting to sign their wives
That's
up.
the
But
way-
I've had to say to them, look, do they want it?
Yeah.
Because there's no point to you forcing someone to come here,
That's
because they're not going to change for anybody or anything.
Yes, well, basically that's what happened to me for the 20 years. Or my mum and dad were trying to sign me up, but see, at the end of the day, seeing crunch came to crunch last year, I had to go and do it for myself, because my mother and father were fed up with me saying, I'm going to do it every time they went and got me help. I threw it back in their face and went and talked drugs again. So I had to do everything myself this time, and that's why the sort of grasp that he does want it. He does want it this time.
And you've succeeded.
Succeeded. And about recovery. Everyone keeps saying about like sort of, and you know, I'm just gonna be straight up about this because there's no beating around the bush. See, recovery. People say you're gonna be in recovery the rest of your life. I do not believe that one bit.
No.
I believe. Listen.
So would you class yourself as recovered or in recovery? Now at this minute.
See now, I believe that I'm recovered. Cause
I've got to agree with you. Like, I mean, if you know that you're never going to touch it again in your life,
yeah,
you're not in recovery.
yeah.
You're someone who used to take crack.
You're not this. See, yesterday as well, I spoke to someone about this yesterday, and he also turned around. He's putting it across the way we're putting it across that. Listen, see all that the recovery. You're going to be in recovery the rest of your life. That's not. That's people. I just don't know where that's coming from because you have a choice in life. You have a choice to take drugs.
Yep.
You have a choice not to take them. But recovery is, I don't know a way to put it, but it is good for the meetings, for the NA meetings, for whatever. But
it's a good
starting point.
It's a good stepping stone. It is, because when I went, it showed me what's out there because I didn't know. You know what I mean? Maybe we in rehab first and then went to NA.
To be honest with you,
in and out of both?
No, I tried NA when I was using, but see, because my head wasn't in the right place, I went into the meeting and basically got nothing out of it. But see, as soon as I got out of rehab and I went to one of the meetings, I went to the meeting and went straight up to my mum's house after. And because of the natural high I got and the feedback or the identification that I got around the rooms, I was just like, Jesus, man, you should have seen this.
I'm not alone.
Oh, I'm not alone. You should have seen that meeting. It was so powerful. But it does. It's great to start off with once I got out of rehab, I'm not going to lie. But there's only so much that I can say that, listen, after 8 months, I know now that, listen, I'm not doing as much meetings. Maybe my life's got a lot busier, and here I know what I'm doing in life now. It's sort of, I have a different way of putting things than other people. Maybe some other people mightn't like that, but I don't. I see what works for me. Works for me. I'm not gonna be changing things because other people think, oh, it works this way, it works that way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see what's working for me, and it's got me the 8 months clean. I'm not changing it just for
people saying it's right or wrong.
Wrong. Yeah, I could just do certain things that people are saying, and it could fuck up what my life's working towards. So I'm just sticking to what I'm doing right now, and I'm not changing it for anyone. Everything beforehand. Listen, I know people give me suggestions and all. Yes, I take everything in, to be honest with you. But whether I want to do it or not, that's totally up to me.
Well, whatever you're doing is working.
Yes,
it's worked. Because you're cured.
Yes, I'm cured. I just don't listen to. Right, people can tell me things, but I just don't want to be fucking about with. This is a big bad word out here, and listen, see if it's working for me, it's working for me. And if see what works for them, it works for them. They can float their own boat, I float my boat.
Exactly. What do you think about the whole disease concept?
The disease too, I don't believe it's a disease there, because listen, where's disease come into it? I just don't know. Because it's all about, a disease kills you. Listen, I know the drugs can kill you, but we're sitting here today. They could call it a so-called disease. If we're sitting here, we've got ourselves. We're out of absolutely all harm's way.
Well, the disease is like lung disease, cancer, fucking heart disease.
Yeah.
But now addiction will cause them all.
Yeah.
But you can't put that in the same category, for fuck's sake.
No, definitely.
Did you ever see when you were in NA? Did you ever use come home and use the disease license, where like you come home and you say to the family and all, like you used after NA, and then you go, what do you expect of a disease? Do you know?
Well, see, to be
Because
honest with
I
you,
used it loads of times. Like,
I at the start I did 100. I think I said it on one of my TikToks that it's a disease, but when you just have to look at the bigger picture that when you're coming, it's alright when you're learning stuff in the rooms and learning things outside the rooms. That listen, not everything's basically true that everyone's saying to you. You know, you have to go with your own way of thinking, because you just can't believe it. See me, there's a lot of things within A that work for Emmons, but I believe even the 12 steps and all. I've said to them that I wasn't for doing them anytime soon, but I don't recommend it. Well, I just believe I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, because as far as I'm aware, and I know I'm not aware that I know that I'm not going back to that leave.
as you say, it's a choice.
It's a choice.
I could choose now to go out and fucking lift a bag of gear, get a carry it.
Exactly.
You know, easy. You can go and get it as easy as a loaf
last
of bread.
night I was doing a fundraiser for my niece. I was DJing. There was people drinking. There was people doing our stuff. But am I sitting here today and have I got a hangover? Is my nose clogged up? No, it isn't. I could have choose to go and do stuff like that, but I didn't. I want the better life. I can dance without drink or drugs. Enjoy myself without drink or drugs. It's you don't need drink and drugs to enjoy life. Life is far happier, and I mean happier.
It's a new high.
It is. It's a natural. The natural high.
You gotta get with it. It's a new high.
You do have to get with it. It's a natural high, alright. But it just takes people to actually want it for themselves.
Yeah.
And go for it with fucking both hands and both. I just don't know. It's mad.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. It is amazing. There's no. It's unbelievable, as John Nugent would say.
Fuck.
But
So here, what is your plans? Have you any big plans for the future?
no, well.
Now with your clean away, you've got a new life, a new lease of life.
Well, see my plans. I've a load of plans. My plans is I want to get my driving done, but I'm working towards getting my kids back.
Yes.
That's one of the biggest goals. What else? See next year I want to get. There's going to be a load of mountains getting done, like the ones you've cleared already.
Oh yes.
I want to get.
You can join us sometimes as well. You
Yes,
know?
that's it. Yes, the people, me, Daniel, and Kusta, we're going to join in that. So we are. But no, I just that's my new addiction. See, to be honest with you, it's the mountains.
Yeah.
And my walks, my mountains and walks I love. See, just clearing the head, fresh air.
It's a mountain. The mountains, like when you get the top, it releases dopamine in the brain. It's like a drug. It's
she walking the whole way up a mountain.
It's the struggle of addiction.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle.
And then you get to the top, you get your high.
You get to the top and you just forget about the whole walk, and I walk up to it, and it's mad. Like.
Well, it's mad because when you're down up the mountains, you forget about Belfast.
Yeah.
You forget about home,
Yeah,
don't you?
you do, alright.
Your head's just, it's just.
No, it's so therapeutic. It's unreal. It's just listening and seeing, listening to the water, listening to the wind, the air. It's just a calmness, just everything.
I was just thinking there. So the whole NA thing could be something similar to being up the mountains, you know, because you're surrounding yourself. So I think NA works because you're surrounding yourself with like-minded people.
Yeah.
Or people that's on the same boat.
Yeah.
And then when you go up the mountains, you know, you surround yourself and you're having a chat and all.
Yeah, it's like a
The
group
mountains
therapy,
it's like group therapy.
Yeah.
In a way, isn't it?
100%. But with that, it is. It's very inspiring, and then listening to our people's coming through the same stuff that you've went through, it does help you, and that makes you think that, listen, see some of what some people have been through, and you're going, listen, I've had it easy compared to some other people, so why would I go back to what I was doing if people can go through it like that there and I haven't had it as bad? That's the way I look at it. Well, I have looked at it, but I just don't want to go back. Life's just not the life. I've lived it for far too long, and to be honest with you, these last 8 months I've enjoyed. enjoyed. I don't even know. Just don't even know how to say it. It's just magical. What recovery can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop taking drugs, and then your life is so much happier. I used to take drugs because I used to take tablets and all to say because I couldn't talk to people. I'm sitting here now on a podcast talking my life away. You can't get me to stop.
But would you recommend anybody like reach out to you or anything for like advice or anything?
Yes, if anyone's, but all I can say is see the stuff that people can reach out to me as much as they want, but all I will be telling you is that basically you never go to your local GP, ask for the addiction team, or else I'll be contacting them with Rewired to Freedom. And that's all I can do with, because listen, I know I've been through it all, and there's only so much I can say. I don't want to be acting like I'm a doctor or anything, or else I'm a know-it-all, but I will just point you in the right direction, and that's basically it. And here's where it is.
Yes, exactly. Rewired for freedom.
Yep.
But here, you're an inspiration, you know what?
Thank you very much, Liam.
Yeah, definitely.
And I want to give a shout out to my mum and dad, my sister, my two oldest, Dean and Mason, my two youngest, Teddy and Rudy. All the people that's helped me now through, they're all the TikTokers, obviously, would be Kuzla, Daniel, Linda, Patty, Sean, everyone, Louise, Chloe Mack, everyone that helped for the fundraiser as well. Just a big thank you to everyone, because they're all very helpful.
So what's your thoughts on NA?
My thoughts on NA, I really do believe it's good, but at the same terms, if I agree with things to a certain extent that with recovery ways, I don't know, people can approach it different, because with me, I started meetings religiously, and I was doing that right up until we got to about 6 months clean, and then once I got to the 6 months clean, I basically had a happier life then. Mm-hmm. I knew I was more in control. I just knew what I was doing, keep myself busy, occupied, and then gradually I meant that I wasn't doing as much meetings, but when I wasn't doing as much meetings, that's not to say that I wasn't feeling any worse or any better. I just felt like, listen, I've no desire to use whatsoever, but I always wanted to do the 12 steps. Well, with me and that there, me personally, I don't want to start the 12 steps, because the simple fact is that there's a lot of stuff in it you have to go over in your past. It really, my past is my past.
Why drag it out?
Yeah, why drag it out is right. And basically, it's going to be questions that I don't want to be going through all that there. My past is my past, and that's where I want to keep it.
Yeah, you're not looking to the past, you're looking forward.
Yes, exactly. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm only trying to look forward in my life, and with doing that there, with me not looking back, I haven't had any. If I had to look back on my life, then what real hope is there for me to look back on? There is no hope back there. The only thing for me now is looking forward, and that's the only thing I should be doing, is looking forward.
What about the 90 meetings in 90 days? Did you?
I did do the 90 meetings in 90 days.
Did you?
Yeah, I found it very helpful, but I think it's just, it helps you once you get out of rehab.
It's a good stepping stone for anybody. Like,
yeah, I can say it. It's a good stepping stone, but it helps you at the very start. But I don't know if I know I will always go to a meeting here and there, but it's just, I have a way to put it. it's just not going to be like an everyday occurrence where they keep coming back.
Yep.
Uh,
So I know because what you're led to believe is you're an addict for the rest of your life.
Yes, that's exactly.
Do you know what I
But
mean?
that's not the case for me. I know at some stage when I get the 100, or not 100, sorry, a year clean. That was my goal when I got out of rehab, that I wanted to get a year clean. So that's my
It's
goal.
creeping up now. You're nearly 9 months, aren't you?
Oh, I am near 9 months, but once I get that there, I'll feel a lot better in myself, and I'll just keep putting goals in front of that each time. But as I say, as people say, there's not just yourself, there's been other people at the RB courses I go to that says like, see this thing recovery, when does it
end?
when does it end? Yes, and
Yeah.
I can agree. I can agree with him, because it's like
Yep.
another person put it towards me as if you have cancer and you're in recovery, and the cancer just go
Yep.
the cancer stops, then you're recovered then.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I am recovered, because
Yeah,
I have no desire whatsoever to use.
And you can choose to do it if you want to.
Yes, it's all about choosing.
It's a choice.
It is a choice.
That is a choice, like.
And there's not a chance that here I would choose to go back down that road, because life's just see, once you're clean, it's hard to put in the words for me right now how good life is.
No, it is definitely a new high, like I said before, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like everybody wants it, like.
It's a natural high. I see more people coming into more people wanting recovery than they do. I know there's a lot of drugs on the streets and people using, but I do see, from before I went to rehab till where I am now, I've seen a lot of people wanting recovery. Real.
Well, fucking, it's mad the amount of messages I'm getting. Like, it's crazy.
And I'm sure you're getting fucking all sorts, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it is mental, like.
And it's great to see that there's more places that here you can come and get help, and it's just not, you're not, it's just like a place where it's not even a rehab. You can come here without even having to go to rehab.
The good thing for places like this, there's probably more places like this as well, but if women have kids,
yeah,
and they don't want to go to the authorities,
yeah,
because then there's a risk of them getting their kids getting took off them,
yeah,
because then they keep all the record, and then you're put down as an addict on paper.
Yeah.
When you come to wee places like this, I mean, that doesn't happen.
No,
even the government doesn't even have to know.
Yes,
If you're
exactly.
a fucking drug addict.
It's exactly, people are hiding of being a drug addict for that reason, I would say.
Aye, a lot of women would be like,
Yeah, because they're scared of their kids getting taught of them, and I know that for a fact, personally speaking. But for me as a father of four, I should be ashamed to say this, but it's the truth, and I'm always honest. Listen, seeing I was a drug addict, I just didn't care. It's not that I didn't care, sorry, it was the drugs took over, and that's all I wanted was the drugs. But I wanted my life at the same time, but I just couldn't get control of it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, it's not that you didn't care about the kids.
Yeah.
But if you risk losing the kids, you still couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Or losing family members, or
it was.
You can't stop them.
You can't stop.
You have to do it for yourself. Like.
Yeah, you had to do it for yourself.
It sounds selfish, but people that don't take drugs won't understand. But I mean, for people that do, they will understand that people don't lose everything. Like.
You before you know it, you'll lose everything if people aren't putting pressure on you. But I had the pressure on me, and see, because I was sort of getting helped with my kid's situation. I don't know if it enabled me to. It's because I thought, because my kids were being looked after, that I could go and do whatever the fuck I wanted. I know sitting here that that's wrong, and it took me a long time to obviously fucking come round that there. But I'm glad, because I was still my two oldest are still speaking to me, and the two youngest, I'll be able to see him and screw up. So I would just put it past people to listen. If you've got kids, to reach out to yourself to try and get the help before things can get a lot worse, and you do have to go down the road where the social services do come.
Yeah, and they step in,
Yeah.
Well, it's not nice. I know a few people personally myself, like.
Yeah.
So do.
Well, I'm still in the processes of getting my two youngest, but it's gonna be a good while before anything happens.
Here, you're on the right track. Like.
I'm on the right
Very
track. I'm
timely.
doing everything and more than I can to get to better myself, to better my kids' lives. It's just gonna be a wee bit of
A long process.
a long process, yeah.
So would you suggest anybody reaches out to you? Like, I mean,
I-
the way you're always vocal on
Yeah.
TikTok and all.
See, to be honest with you, anyone can reach out to me, but my best advice is going to be that I know I've been through addiction, and I'm stuck in the recovery quite thick now. But at the same time, I'll turn around, I'll just give you the same advice that I was given. Go to your local GP and refer yourself to addictions, or else come and see this man sitting name and ask for a bit of help.
Yeah.
Because that's all you can do. See, reaching out is going to be the powerful thing that you'll ever do. Because if I hadn't reached out to anybody, I would have been still on the streets.
Exactly.
Or not on the streets, really, in flat getting used. And it's not nice.
So just take a look at us too. You know, if me and Dean can do it, you like.
Anybody can do it.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody can do it.
Anything is possible. What I keep saying, anything's possible. Ever since I've got off drugs, listen, that's been everything that I preach now. Anything is possible. Anything's in reaching arm's reach. Sorry. It's unbelievable what I've done in the space of 8 months. So I can just think, and then the next 8 months, what could I do? And basically, if I can do it, if we can do it, you can do it.
Exactly. And see, once you start reaching the year, you just start counting the years.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
it.
mean? Just start flying. And,
No, and
you know
see,
what
instead of counting months, you're counting years.
I mean? Exactly. It's amazing.
So I'm just I'm 8 months, 2 weeks,
I'm 4 years now.
4 years.
This month.
Just put it together. Just load the smudge on our faces. Here, life does get better if you really want it.
Yep. It works if you put the work in.
That's it. It works it out. It works if you work it.
So, Dean, thank you for coming on.
Liam, thank you very much.
I'm sure we'll see you tour again. We'll get on
Any-
for an hour wee chat.
100%. I'd be on any more.
Yep.
Many more. Okay, get me up
Class.
every week.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much, folks.
That's us for this episode of Rewired for Freedom. If it hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. That's how we spread this, person to person, truth to truth. Remember, the beast never sleeps. Stay conscious, stay connected, and keep building evidence that you're stronger than it. I'm Liam Keeley, and this is Rewired for Freedom. Stay switched on and stay free.